Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. I am Kelly Lee. If you are new here, I talk about all things witchy that I do in my everyday spiritual practice, as well as aromatherapy, herbalism, oracle decks, and tarot. Today I have an unboxing for you of the Comfy Cozy Witch Oracle by Jennie Blonde. It is a 47 card deck and book. I actually went to Barnes & Noble because this is where I got this from. I went to Barnes & Noble looking for the Bone, Stone, and Earth Flesh tarot by Avalon Cameron, but it was not there. But I ended up getting this as well as one other thing that I will be talking about in another video. So let's get right into it. So the Comfy Cozy Witch Oracle by Jennie Blonde says, surround yourself with comforting magic. Within the 47 beautifully illustrated cards in this oracle deck, you will find enchantments of the hearth and home alongside the serenity of the natural world. Jennie Blonde, host of the #1 witchcraft podcast, The Comfy Cozy Witch, which I have to listen to her podcast, guides users to connect to intuition, strengthen their bond with the world around them, and explore layers of self-awareness and spiritual connection. Let this deck be a source of reflection and cozy wisdom. Design by Stacy Wakefield Forte, art by Jane Carkill. So very cute. The box itself is very, very cute. It is a kind of like a clamshell, magnetic. So when you open it, this is what you see. Cute pink inside with bunnies and mushrooms and bugs. And then this is the guidebook itself. And then these are the cards. Let me get that over there. So this is the backs of the cards, which I absolutely love. So cute. And then we will be going through these cards one by one. So let me zoom in just a little bit here. There we go. Okay, so first we have acceptance. So it looks like you have an image, the key word at the top, and then two smaller, I think is it going to be like two? Yeah, I think so. So we have acceptance, welcome, and embrace with a little key. Then air, communication, listen. Two little burbies with a bumblebee. Altar, divination, and magic. So we have a feather, a little smoke cleansing, a wand, potion bottle, mortar and pestle. Okay. And it looks like all of them on the corners have the same cutesy little flowery. Amethyst, calm and wise. Autumn equinox, harvest and balance, with a bunch of mushrooms and a bird, sorry. Basil, abundance and wellness. A bell, clear and cleanse. Black candle, caution and reflection. Blanket magic, soften and comfort. Blue candle, tranquility and healing. Book magic, learn and grow. I really like how, there's little sprigs of plants, and the books really do look worn, like you've been studying them for quite a bit. Candle magic, respite and care. I like how most of the candles are kind of like burnt down too. Cat, curiosity and awareness. Chocolate, okay. Indulgence, self-care. Cinnamon, warmth and protection. I do love me some cinnamon. Coffee, energy and motivation. Deer, gentleness and grace. I do like how they are under this plant right here. Maybe seeking refuge. Delight, happiness, and believe. These bunnies look like they are about to tussle, though. I don't see them as like playing. Dog, loyalty and commitment. Earth, ground and embrace, with a bunch of different trees. Fairy magic, dance and play. Fire, creativity and strength. Fox, cleverness and deception. Garden magic, nature and nurture. Gratitude, thanks and receive. Hearth magic, warmth and nourishment. Honey, sweetness and joy. Intuition with a little crystal ball, divine and knowing. Lavender, I love lavender. Sleep and dream. Magical journal, reflect and write. Meditation with a little sleepy owl, stillness and ease. Mint, prosperity and luck. Nourishment, basket full of food. Okay, grow and share. Path making, forge and create. A little mouse, that's cute. Rose quartz, self-love and romance. Rosemary, memory and ancestors. Rosemary is the herb of memory. So got some sprigs of rosemary that are flowering a little bit with some bees. Sacred space, ritual and center. I love that little moon statue thing back there. That's very, very cute. Simplicity, boundary and bee. I really like this one. Spirit, with a little witch hat, a planchette, and a feather. Guides and other world. Spring equinox, newness and fertility. Squirrel, preparation and determination. I have a lot of squirrels in my yard, and they can sometimes cause a ruckus. Summer solstice, light and celebration. Tea magic, I love me some tea. Friendship and community. Warmth, oh, little hedgehogs, kindness and embrace. Water, ease and flow. White candle, purity and enhancement. I will say there's a lot of candles in here. There's white, there's black, there's blue, there's just candle magic in general. I am a little disappointed that there's so many candles in here. And winter solstice, retreat and darkness. Okay, so that was all of the cards. So we are going to look in the guidebook here. Let's see. Getting to know your deck. So she also has a getting to know your deck interview spread if you would like to do that. Then how to use the deck and guidebook. Suggested spreads. We have 1 card question, 1 card daily, cozy 1 card, and then 2 card. 3 card reading option. So you have a few different options for 3 cards. 5 card new moon, 3 card ancestor. long-term or oracle journaling. Then the cards. Okay. So it gives you a list of what page each one is on. But it looks like they are should be in alphabetical order. Yeah. So it looks like we do not get a picture, but we get the title of the card, the two meaning words that were at the bottom, and then a affirmation, and then we get the message itself. And then here at the bottom, it looks like we get a prompt for each card. So let's do some shuffling here and let us see what card comes up for us. And as has been my I've been coming up with new goals for 2026, and one of my new goals is I want to start pairing together more oracle decks and tarot cards. And I have a feeling this deck is also very, very nice to shuffle. I have a tarot deck in mind that I could potentially pair with this one. So let me overhand shuffle a couple of times. Okay, so we're going to do this one. Garden Magic. Okay, so Garden Magic. Let's see. Garden Magic. So here we go. I go to the garden to connect with the land and with my spirit. Message. When was the last time you put your bare feet on the ground, held your hands in a running body of water, let the sunshine beat down on your face with outstretched arms? When the Garden Magic card shows itself, it's reminding you to get outside and connect with the grounding element of the earth, nurturing your soul by stepping into nature. This card invites you to find balance in the energies of nature and nurture within yourself as well. Embrace the wild, untamed aspects of your spirit, while also tending to your inner garden with care and compassion. Just as nature flourishes with a gentle balance, you too will thrive when you honor your need for the outdoors. Finding harmony between these, using nature to nurture your soul, will bring you growth, peace, and fulfillment. And our prompt is, what untamed aspects of myself should I embrace? List the ways you can better connect to the grounding element of earth. Very, very nice. I really like this deck. And the deck I was thinking it may work really well with, maybe, is the Herb Crafters Tarot. I might do a little seeing if they match up. But we'll see. We shall see. But this was the Comfy Cozy Witch Oracle by Jennie Blonde. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you watched till the end of the video, I appreciate it so much. Can't wait to see you next time. Have a good day, week, month, year, and I will see you next time. Bye.